please wait. The meeting host will let you in soon.
Admit. We're live, people. This is how our night's going. Yes, you're here. Oh, good.
Can you hear me?
Say it again.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Nope, I can hear you through here.
Okay, cool.
Oh, but you know what? Oh, I do have to hold this up. Oh, you hung up. That's fine. People don't have to see your face. Well, they can just see it through here.
Yeah.
Technology's fun, everybody. Just so you know. This is about how our night's going. Oh, and look at this one. I got a solar flare of a hair right now. Look at this. How long have I been living like that? Oh.
Some people pay for that kind of hair color job.
Well, you know, happy to share the woes of it. Okay, this was, I said it on one of our episodes. I feel like I have to look at you like this. I said it on one of our episodes at one point. I got a bird stuck in my hair. Do you remember the story?
Yes, I do remember that story.
I don't remember what episode or what live we said this on, but me and Leah, we were at church camp our senior year. We were swinging on a swing, something hit me in the back of the head. And then I was like, oh, that was weird. It must have been like a ball or something. I don't know. But then I touched it and it started moving, and all I had to say, I was like, Leah, what the heck is it? So she was digging through like my mountain of hair, and then out flies a bird and it flew off away.
Good time.
I don't understand how that happens, but bird in your hair. So if you've had anything weird stuck in your hair, let me know so I don't feel so alone. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Faren, I do have a story that I wanted to tell you that I hadn't told you yet.
Waiting to hear it.
So have you ever, I'm trying to get not a glare on your face, so if it ends up being like, let me know. So today, finally got Rhett down to take a nap. Everybody's chill. Doorbell rings. So then dogs are barking. Rhett starts crying. And now I'm mad. So mad. So I get my happy self over to the door. And then I was like, hey, can I help you, stranger? And he's like, oh. So he's the bug man for our neighbor. Wanted to see if we needed any help with bugs. Said, not right now. My kid's trying to sleep. And he's like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. So there's that. I was very angry for quite some time, but that's okay because it made it better because he was moving around on a segue.
Oh.
So
that is neat.
He's cruising the neighborhood in a Segway, house to house. He also had very small to the body clothes on. So it's like, man, all right, this is a unique outfit, and there's a Segway. It's pretty cool. That might be his hook to get people their business, but he lost mine because he woke up my kid.
Oh, that's the worst. Like, you finally get everyone settled, and at least once or twice a week, something tends to ruin that. Like, what in the universe makes that happen?
The devil.
Yeah, that guy.
It's like, oh, your kids are asleep. Doorbell ring. Let me just mix it up a little. Fun time.
Baby's crying. The kids are screaming. So then you just start crying because it seems like the right thing to do. I'm so sorry to hear that. Especially during these times. You just want some time alone, not with your kids.
Well, it's also like the having to work a 40-hour job, but also with 3 humans at the house. So still a challenge, but again, everything's figure outable. So finding ways to do that. I think maybe the next step will be put a sign out on the door saying my kid's asleep, please don't ring the doorbell.
Yeah, you figured out a way to not like throat punch him.
Yes, that's
I'm
right.
proud of you.
Thanks. This is a good moment. So yes, back to everything is figure outable. So this past week, the episode was start before you're ready, which everyone can relate to on some level, like driving a car or anything. Skydiving. I'm not ready to jump out of the plane, but here I go. Faren, you're skydiving. You're not gonna do it.
Nope, never. Going to kindergarten, sometimes kids just gotta go to school before they're ready.
That's true. Get to school, children.
Yes. I didn't know I wasn't ready for school until the end of kindergarten, and I found out there were 12 more years. I thought it was like a one and done thing. Turns out, no such luck.
I don't have to go back, right? No, you go back for over a decade. It's great.
Somebody tricked me into this. I don't believe I signed up for this program.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that you thought that. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
So
I was very glad that the 1 year of school I had to go to was like first grade. So that was cool.
Yeah. That's funny. So in the podcast episode, we talked about the 10-year test. So that was, in 10 years from now, are you going to regret not starting something? So I know everybody's schedule looks different than what it did a couple months ago, but is there something out there that you're thinking about doing, but you're like, oh, I'm not sure? And then you need to give yourself the 10-year test. In 10 years from now, are you going to regret not starting the thing or seeing even where it goes?
Yeah, I think about businesses that haven't adapted to what's going on right now, and they keep thinking, why put in all this work when the virus will be over in a week or 2 weeks, and here we are, week 5 of shelter in place. And so it's just like, if you keep holding on, whereas if they would have started, week 1 coming up with a different alternative, they'd already be some places back in business, so to speak.
Or even then, at least you have a whole different market. What about people who just don't like to get out of their house, or like the introverts who don't want to leave their homes, or the people who can't leave their homes who would benefit from an online business? So again, I
just think of the people that you're able to reach. Like our church has talked about, they're reaching more people than they would in a typical Sunday church format. So as a business person, you're always looking to grow your consumers. So
right, carpe diem. I like it. So again, with the episode and the 10-year test and thinking about a goal to start or maybe chipping away at something, we'd mentioned 3 things that your goals need. They need to be specific, measurable, and actionable. So all your goals need to have at least that foundation. It needs to be something specific, because you can't hit a target you can't see. And it needs to be measurable. So what does this look like in a week, in 2 weeks? Or is it a task I can accomplish here? And then what will be next week? And so on. And then actionable. So what does that even look like?
Right. I think a lot of people always wait for the just right time to pursue something or start a project. And there's definitely not necessarily like you just quit your job one day and start your new thing the next day. There might be people that can operate like that. But there is some planning that should be involved. So even if you, have a 3-month-old and you're trying to work from home, all these things, then maybe trying to start your passion or pursue a dream or a goal doesn't seem like the right time. And you're absolutely right. Like, you got to meet your basic needs first. But I think once people sit down, because that just right time, so to speak, has come, they don't realize like how much planning and forward thinking really has to take place before you actually get started. Like with my own children at home, if I say we're going to bake something, I have to tell them like when I'm actually ready. Because if it's like breakfast and we're cuddling on the couch, I'm like, I can't wait to bake cookies later today. They want to do it right now. And then when I explain, well, we got to clean the kitchen first. And they're like, well, why? And it's like, because we got to have somewhere to do this. And so then we'll help you. So we clean the kitchen, and they're like, well, we're hungry. Well, then the kitchen gets dirty. And so it's just this whole process. So same thing with a goal. I think people get ready to jump in, but they don't realize that before you can really jump in, there's a few things you have to plan and process and think through. So while you might not be able to drop everything and pick up this new project right away, you can spend some time each day thinking and planning. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are dreaming what you'd like to be doing. So you could start planning and setting the goals and what you would need to accomplish your lower level goals, your mid-level goals to get to your high level goal.
I like that. So we actually have something that can help you guys out. It's the Passions and Giftings Finder. You can either email us at wittyandgrittypodcast@gmail.com. We'll send it your way. Or you can just go onto our site. It's linked a bunch of different places. If you can't find it, just message us or email us and we'll get it to you immediately. So there's that. And then like you were saying, Faren, how to level up your goals. So have your main goal and then it's broken down into different sections. You want to talk about that for a second?
Yes. So, I think if you always have your eye on the top goal, the end goal, it can seem overwhelming and unmanageable. And you got to kind of start with the end in mind and work backwards to figure out how you get there and set goals along the way. And sometimes you might think, oh, I got to do this before I can get to the top. And sometimes those goals actually don't help you get to where you need to be, or they won't give you the progress you're looking for. So mapping out goals, whether your mom's friend's sister does something that you do, and this is how she did it, you might map out what other people have done, look at the people in the field or industry you're interested in, kind of look at how they went about it. But yeah, we're going to, in the next couple weeks, be sending out this resource to help you plan your goals, and that'll first come out to our subscribers. They always get our freebies first, so be looking out for that.
So email subscribers. So yes, subscribe to the podcast, but if you're an email subscriber, you can find us on our site. There will be a pop-up. You can just type in your email. You'll for sure automatically get the freebie because that's how we roll. So if you're on the email list, you're constantly getting freebies and the latest and greatest. So this upcoming episode, so last week it was start before you're ready. And then this upcoming week is progress, not perfection. So if your Enneagram number touches 1, this might be for you. No yawning allowed.
I'm on there. I'm exhausted. It's Friday night. Time to go to bed.
We're only just getting started. We've got some stuff to do.
Yeah, so when we put something out there, we want it to be our best, especially if, it's, if we kind of identify ourselves and our passions and our projects and what we're doing. Sometimes it's, I want to have the right workout clothes before I can go start working out to get in shape, or I'm going to buy all the right kitchen appliances before I start cooking meals for my family. And, sometimes wanting things to be perfect really actually just serves as an excuse to postpone or put off what we want to pursue. So, but then other times there are people that genuinely cannot handle putting anything less than perfection out there. And so the alternative to that is that it never gets out there. And you never get the opportunity of getting the feedback or learning from, experience. So again, progress is more important than perfection.
Right. And just along the way, we want to remind you to give yourself space and grace. So the space to grow and the grace to bounce back if and when you fail. So again, failure is inevitable. So make sure you're bouncing back properly and then give yourself room to grow and stretch your wings there.
Yep. If you haven't felt challenged or, aren't where you thought you'd want to be, you definitely want to check on the space. And we go a lot more into those 2 topics in the episode.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're gonna leave you guys with. Make sure you're subscribing to the email list and subscribing to the podcast so you can get the latest and greatest from us, including freebies. So make sure you're doing that. And anything else you want to add, Faren, before our lovely technology session ends?
I miss you. I want to just be in the same room with you again.
I know. It's hard. This is so I was laughing in my head this whole time. I probably looked silly, but this is the only time I'm taller than you.
Oh my gosh. You're hilarious.
Oh, the things short people think about that. And then how are you going to get the cereal at the top? I don't know. So there, every time I have to like scurry into, the freezer, you have to pop the thing open, but then you have to go stand on the cement part and then you have to reach up in there. That's me every time. No,
I wouldn't know.
Fun. All right, well, we'll leave you with that, Jim. Maybe one day I'll grow. We'll see.
Next Friday, I'll talk about tall people problems.
Okay, great. Good. It'll even it out then.
Yeah.
All right, humans. See you later.